Congratulations, you survived the Boston Marathon. For those of you who remember April 15th of 2013, this may leave a sour taste in your mouth as it did for the finishers of the 2017 Boston Marathon. Adidas marketing department used that exact sentence in an email to congratulate the finishers of the 2017 marathon. As you would think, backlash towards Adidas definitely happened and it turned into a media crisis. In situations that involve traumas, companies and outsiders need to be extremely cautious about what they say and how they say it. So today we're going to talk about the Boston Marathon, the Adidas email, and how companies can adjust in the future to make it better so that this doesn't happen to them. So let's start out with talking about the Boston Marathon and give some background on that. So in 2013, on April 15th, the Boston Marathon was going totally normal, and then two bombs went off towards the finish line, injuring 260 athletes and killing 3 spectators, as said by History.com. This was a devastating blow for the whole United States, considering this is one of the biggest terrorist attacks since 9/11, and injuring the most people since then. This was super devastating, and as tragic as this event was, we did push through it, and the country continued the world's oldest marathon, which is the Boston Marathon, for years to come, but unfortunately in 2017, this wound was reopened. So Adidas is one of the world's largest athletic brands. Many of you know it, and it is well respected across the globe. But after the 2017 Boston Marathon, they received backlash that they never expected. The marketing department decided to send out an email to all the finishers of the 2017 Boston Marathon that says, "Congratulations, you survived the Boston Marathon." I'll give that a minute to sink in. For any other race, that would have been fine. Like, congrats, you survived the Dallas Marathon. Nobody would have thought twice. But since the Adidas marketing team didn't think about what happened in 2013, in 2017, this media crisis reoccurred because they didn't think about this specific situation. This was a huge blow to the company that they immediately took the statement down and immediately apologized. But of course, this turned into a learning lesson for them. In the day of social media and everything else, this did turn into a very large media crisis. Since social media these days is takes so long and people can send it out anywhere, so many different platforms had so many different statements saying how distasteful this was and how awful this was. And it's a really good way for companies to learn how to really make sure that their campaigns will not offend anybody. So this was a great learning lesson for not only Adidas and other outsiders, but every marketing company so that they don't make the same mistake and look through their products more and their ad campaigns with a fine-tooth comb just to make sure that media crises like this don't occur again. So again, in situations that involve traumas, companies and outsiders need to be extremely cautious about what they say and how they say it. Reviewing, we have talked about the Boston Marathon and their immense tragedy in 2013 and how Adidas overlooked a simple mistake of a word which sent them into this giant media crisis, and now this is an example of how companies can learn to make their ads more efficient. And Adidas has recovered from this crisis, and the Boston Marathon still lives on, but now we can all be more aware of thinking before speaking.